stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, I could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to film this intro like 8 times. Where is the moon at today? What sign is the moon in today? Because I literally cannot even get a sentence out. Ah, yes, it's in Libra. That makes a lot of sense because I don't have anything in Libra. And with that air energy, you know, it's all about balance, and I feel really unbalanced right now. I'm not gonna lie, in my good old cranium. So welcome back to the vlog. Let's see if I can get through this introduction without fumbling over my words. Happy Virgo season to all my fellow Virgos out there. I have a South Node in Virgo, which I think I've mentioned probably a solid million times by now. But I love Virgo season. I love back to school season, even though I haven't been in school since 2015. So, you know, living that adult life. In my brain right now, I'm like, just redo this intro. Stop being so weird. Anyways, what do we have going on in this vlog? We are doing some more organizing, except not like last week where we were doing the physical organizing of my new home office and my desk. But this is more of like a mental organization, a mental decluttering, if you will, because like I just said, it's Virgo season and the writing season is upon us. Preptober is upon us. It's basically September, which means that, or I guess when this goes up, it is September, which basically means it's October, which also basically means that it's time to start writing because it's fall and it's my favorite season and I am so excited. Speaking of fall and the writing season, I wanted to mention something that I think will be really helpful to all of you writers out there. So I was invited to be involved with or collaborate with the Back to School for Writers bundle, which is something that's taking place September 4th through the 10th. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have all this memorized because again, the mental decluttering has not happened yet, so bear with me. But it's September 4th through the 10th, and there are over 30 resources that are available to writers completely for free. So if you're looking to brush up your writing and editing skills, improve your productivity, strengthen your mindset, level up your book promotion, and also discover new teachers and coaches for writers, as well as kind of follow along with your favorite coaches and teachers and writers and mentors and whatnot, this is a wonderful bundle. And what I really like about this is it's kind of like having your virtual writer's backpack. So I'll leave the link in the description box below for you. What I really love about this approach is that you can scroll through all of the different resources and choose the ones that will specifically help you. So that way you're not going through, you know, certain things or courses or master classes or anything like that where it doesn't really apply to you. Where you're like, I feel like this area is something I'm really good at, but I wish I could have had more time or more resources in this area, right? So I like that you're able to go through and kind of cherry pick the courses and master classes and basically the resources that you really want. So of course I offered up my free online training for writers, which is the Word Count Snowball, and learning how to consistently write 3,000 words a day using that word count snowball method. And you also get an editable, downloadable spreadsheet as well. So again, I'll leave the link in the description box below for you if you are interested in checking out the Back to School for Writers bundle. And again, those dates are September 4th through the 10th. So make sure you mark that in your planner, on your calendar, so that way you don't miss it. started doing every September before Preptober and NaNoWriMo, because I really like the prepping process. I feel like I should preface what I'm about to say with that first, is I really like the planning and organizing and everything that is Preptober, like prepping to write the book, storyboarding, mind mapping, outlining, creating binders, clearly. These are all things that I love to do. So I know for some people this is like an extra step that they would rather not do, but again, I have a South Node in Virgo and I just like to be organized, and I'm also very tactile, I guess you could say, so I like to be able to actually touch things, and that sounds bad, but you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know, to have like the tabs and everything in the binders and to have the sheet protectors and putting everything in the sheet protectors. I don't know, it's just, it's very therapeutic for me, and it really helps with my mental clutter in terms of my book projects. So something I started doing before NaNoWriMo starts, before I really sit down to write a book, which is really usually in September, is kind of when I just get myself back on track with whatever project it is I'm going to work on, because I do have a lot of works in progress. So I have manuscripts where it's like, it's halfway done or 3/4 of the way done or it's just started. So I like to get that organized. So this will probably look familiar if you've been around for a while, but I wanted to put some new cover art, like a new title page, a binder cover page, if you will, for my series Bible for Shadow Crown. And I just found this on Canva. So you can just type in binder cover page and a whole bunch of them will show up, but this is just perfect because it's a fantasy series. So I just wrote Shadow Crown, series Bible, and then books 1 through 6 down here. And this is something I need to go through because first of all, I don't like these tabs. I like the ones, which I don't want to give away what's in here, but the ones that look like this. So I need to go get more of these, which I think I just got them on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. But I have my series Bible, which, like I said, this is something I need to go through. I need to make sure that all of the outlines are up to date for each of the books. So I keep copies, like paper copies, hard copies of all of my outlines for each of my books, like the finalized version once it's published. And I can already tell in here there are so many notes. Can you see this? On the outline. So I need to actually go through all of these, and this is why I dedicate a whole month to this. Obviously, this is a bit more of a process in terms of prepping to write a book if you don't have outstanding projects or ongoing projects or an ongoing series like I do. But since I do, I really just need to go through all of this and keep this binder updated. Again, this is just a part of my process. The other thing I need to do is go through all of my notebooks and transfer the information, like whatever's in here that is still relevant and important, because a lot of these are for the Shadow Crown series. I need to transfer those to this series Bible binder. So that's one project that I will be working on, because I haven't fully decided. Like, I think that I do want to work on a book in the Shadow Crown series for NaNoWriMo this year, but I haven't fully decided. So this part of my process also helps me figure out which project I actually do want to write. And if I'm feeling really ambitious, maybe I will somehow do two. Like, I'll do half of one and half of another. But again, that means I need to be very organized, and all of my binders and outlines and mind mapping and storyboards all need to be updated. So obviously, if you don't write series and you write only standalone novels, let's say, you're probably not going to have a series Bible binder, which is totally cool. But I would encourage you to create a book project binder, because regardless of if you're writing standalones, you may have multiple standalones that you're writing and want to keep track of. So this is like my sacred binder, and I came up with this last year for the Write 50K in 30 Days program. And so I created a whole video on what should go in your book project binder, and I watched that video actually recently to see if it's still relevant, and it is. So I'm like, okay, phew, I don't have to refilm that or anything, because everything that's in there is is what I still do and what I still use. So I'm gonna go through this as well and just kind of see which projects, if there are some where I'm like, I just need to scrap this manuscript, this work in progress, right? Or this idea has now sort of transformed and morphed into this other book project, because that happens a lot. So again, I kind of just need to go through this binder. But if you are curious about what a book project binder entails and you're planning on writing your book this fall, I would love to have you in the Write 50K in 30 Days course, because as soon as you sign up, you are able to watch that video as well as all of the other videos that are a part of the program. The next step in my process, once I have the binders organized, once I have taken all of the notes out of my notebooks and transferred them over, again, as long as they're still relevant, is to print out the actual work in progress, like the actual, I totally blanked on what it was called, WIP, the work in progress, that manuscript, whatever version of it I have, to print it out, which is obviously a lot of paper and a lot of pages, and to put that into a binder as well, to go through it and really like almost have it where it's an actual book. I am that, can you not tell, like I need, again, tactile, tangible things. It's very hard for me to read something on a screen. Like I have an iPad, I have my laptop and my desktop, and yes, that's where I actually write the words, but there's something about reading in general, hence the books, where I just need it to be in front of me. I need to actually be holding it. I don't know, it's so different when you're writing, because I feel like the screen is fine to focus in that way, because for some reason when I'm on my computer, I'm like, yes, writing emails, yes, writing a book, like focusing in on writing. But when I'm reading something through, my brain is just no to screens. So it just needs actual paper to really be able to focus and absorb what it is I'm reading. So I know not everyone is like that. The only thing I haven't tried yet is a Kindle Paperwhite. And maybe I'll try that, but I think I'm just old school and I'm just going to accept that and embrace it. So yeah, the next step in the process for me would be to actually print out my WIP, that manuscript, like on actual printer paper, which again is lots and lots of pages, and to create like a makeshift book. Sorry if you hear dogs barking outside. So that next step of printing out the actual WIP on paper and creating my own makeshift book in a binder is probably not something I'm going to film in this video. I just wanted to mention it in case you're wondering what the next step would be in my prepping process. It's like the pre-Preptober process. That's what this is. That's what I use September for. But that B-roll and all of that probably won't be in this video, because I need to buy printer paper and a lot of ink cartridges and a binder that is big enough to house the WIP that I'm working on. Lovely people, so that is going to conclude today's vlog. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click that thumbs up button as well as that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out the Back to School for Writers bundle, which is happening September 4th through the 10th, as well as the Write 50K in 30 Days accountability program, because we start on October 1st. You can find both of those links in the description box below. As always, I want to thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.